Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Level Up Lomax back with another legendary video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the quickest way to become a truck driver in 2024. And before we get into this video, I just want to introduce y'all to Be Lean Fitness. Be Lean Fitness has created a fitness program specifically tailored towards truck drivers. This program is made just for truck drivers in any situation, whether you local, over the road, whatever your case may be. This program will help you get from point A to point B. It's gonna help you eat right. It's gonna help you get physically fit. It's gonna help you have longevity in this career period. Look, because we sit down most of the day, we not being, unless you unloading loads and all of that stuff, you not getting the proper exercise, and then a lot of times we don't go home and get the proper rest, and then on top of that we not eating the proper foods. So what this program is designed to do is help you understand the ways that you can eat better, the ways that you can be more physically fit as a truck driver. It's called the Road Warrior program, and it's specifically designed for us. I joined this program. I know that it helped me tremendously, and I only been in a month and a half. So click the link down below. It's gonna be the first link in my description, and make sure y'all check out that program, man. It's specifically designed for us. I ain't never seen a program that's specifically designed for truck drivers. So go check that link out, man. If you want to help yourself get a little bit more healthy, be a little bit more fit as a truck driver, click that link and it's gonna tell you everything you need to know. And if you want to, you can sign up right then and there. But let's get into the video. Look, I've mentioned this in multiple videos, and I'm gonna tell it to you again because I think that this is the quickest and the cheapest way to become a truck driver these days. And a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of the dudes that I talk to that's truck drivers now, they either went to school on their own, found a program at a local community college, or they went to one of the big mega carriers and went through their program or whatever. But I'm gonna tell y'all from my experience and how I got my CDLs, and this is the way that I think is one of the best ways, and like I said, the cheapest ways to get your CDL. So let's get into it. So the first thing you need to do is already be working at a warehouse, or look for a warehouse job or a warehouse or a manufacturer, whatever the case may be, that has a trucking fleet. So I always use Walmart for an example, or the company that I came from was McLean Company. I'm actually still wearing the coat to this day. But these companies have a full trucking fleet. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to have a driver training program. You're gonna have to look for those specific words: driver training program or driver trainee program, something along those lines. But those are the type of programs that you want to look for, because these companies, what they do is they go into their warehouse, they find good employees that want to become truckers, and they send them off to school. So a lot of companies realize that hiring drivers, and still to this day, hiring drivers is one of the hardest parts of owning a trucking company, hiring qualified drivers. So a lot of trucking companies decided, look, we got guys in a warehouse that's good workers, so we can probably turn those guys into good truck drivers for us. And it worked out well for a lot of companies, like the company that I came from, they obviously created a good truck driver out of me. I worked there for 2 years or whatever, and they got a lot of good work out of me, and they made me a truck driver, So I think that that's a good way to become a truck driver. And then if you already work for the company, that means you already acquainted with the company. They already know you. And then a lot of these programs, you have to have good attendance. You can't be like missing work or late to work all the time, or getting write-ups at work and stuff like that. You got to have basically like a clean record to even qualify for the program. And then obviously you have to have a good driving record a good personal driving record. Like you can't have no DUIs and reckless driving tickets and stuff like that. So most of the companies will have qualifications for you to join the program. And if you pass those qualifications and you join the program, then you good, you know. And most of the programs, they'll send you off to a local school. Like what happened to me, we had a community college in our town. So what they did was when they got enough guys, they sent us off to that college and we reported to the college, and they actually paid us per hour for however many hours we needed to be in class per day, you know, to go to school. So I didn't not only got my CDLs for free, but I got paid to get my CDLs, you know. And a lot of companies will do that. Not all, but a lot of companies will do that. And also, some companies might have a program inside of their trucking fleet. They might have a driver instructor or a driver that's designated to just training new drivers. A lot of companies do it that way. They don't send you off to a school. They are the actual school, you know, or whatever. So that's one way they do it. But all in all, these companies are creating drivers, you know, and obviously you get a real CDL or whatever. So you'll work for that company however long they want you to work there. Most of the companies say, okay, if we send you to school, you got to work for us for a year or 2 years. And if you don't, we make you pay it back, you know. So, but like my company, they didn't make me sign nothing that said that. It was a rumor going around that said, oh, you got to work here for a year, they're going to make you pay it back. But I worked there obviously 2 years, you know, and when I left there, I never heard anything about it, you know. So, but most companies will have that in the clause or the contract or whatever. When you qualify for the program and they put you in the program, they're gonna tell you all of the rules and all of that stuff. So don't even worry about that. But I would say that's one of the best ways to get your CDLs quick and cheap in 2024. And then on top of that, I don't think that these people that say, oh, you should go to a school so you can learn that way or whatever. Really, at the end of the day, trucking is trucking. And I have seen in the past where some companies that create drivers didn't teach a lot of other things outside of trucking that you might have needed to know if you go to a different company. But that's just a part of trucking. You're not gonna know everything right off the bat, you know. If you start trucking in a dry van and you run dry van for 2 years, you're not gonna know anything about reefer. You're not gonna know anything about flatbed. You're not gonna know anything about tanker, you know. So that's gonna be a whole new learning curve anyway. So don't get caught up in that. Don't think you need to go to a community college or this expensive CDL program because you think they're gonna teach you everything you need to know. They not. They still all gonna teach you the basics of trucking to get your CDLs, you know, and that's gonna be it. You're gonna have to learn as you go regardless. So don't let nobody say, oh, don't join that program because they're not gonna teach you what you need to know. No. They're going to teach you what you need to know to pass that test and get your CDLs. Everything else, you're going to have to learn from your trainers as you go to jobs, and you're going to have to learn out in the field. You know, that's just how it is, you know. But just to do a little recap, find you a warehouse with a driver training program. And it don't necessarily have to be a warehouse. It could be a manufacturer or a factory or whatever the case may be. But most of these companies, they have a trucking fleet. Like Walmart got their own trucking fleet. McLean got their own trucking fleet. Cisco got their own trucking fleet, you know. So those type of companies will most likely have a driver training program. So that's how I suggest that you can get your CDLs for free and quick in 2024. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Level Up Lomax, checking out.